Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's James Burson with another video from POC Point of Conversation. In today's POC Point of Conversation, we're talking about judgment. Now, the reason why I'm going to be talking about judgment is because I think a lot of people have a false narrative of judgment and spiritual discernment, so to say. And the reason why I say that is because you have people that are out there judging other people and telling other people about other people's business only based on the sins that they know about somebody else. Or they're out here telling on other people and interfering in somebody else's business and telling other people's business based on the sins that they know about other people. So my thing is this, right? Life requires balance. Let's say you're out there telling somebody else's business, whether somebody is sending pictures to somebody else's wife or husband about all the sins you do, right? Now, let's say this picture that's painted of this person is absolutely horrible. Now, you're only judging them based on the sins that they commit and based on the sins that you haven't committed. So now, people will think less of that person based on the perception and the picture that's been painted of you. Now, let's say we go back to high school days, where everybody was out doing their dirt. They got their little high school sweetheart. They got three, four girlfriends, girls fighting over them and all that other stuff. Let's say we use that picture of you as the person you are now. Even though you are, I changed my ways. That was high school. Everybody was doing it. Let's say God decides to go back and judge people based on that kind of time era, or that's how you end up being judged. Do you know how many people will not make it in? Or do you know how many people have a terrible reputation based on their high school career? So to judge someone based on the sins that you know about them is flat out ridiculous, because if you're judging someone based on the sins that they've committed and based on the sins that you haven't committed, how does that even put you in a fair position to even have spiritual discernment or judge properly when you don't know what it's like to be on the other side of the fence? The other thing is you don't know what chain of events in that person's life caused those things to happen, or what chain of events in your life will cause those things to happen. You don't know what in your life will cause you to do things that you will never say that you would do in your life. But you hear people say it all the time. I would never do this, or I would never do that. You don't know what the right chain of events are in your life that will cause you to fall. And it's for that reason that the Bible says a righteous man will fall several times and get back up. And then you'll have somebody foolish enough to sit here and say, that doesn't mean that you're out here committing sins. So my thing is, if you're falling, if a righteous man is going to fall several times and get back up, what does the fall mean? Because falling, making mistakes in life, having setbacks in life, those are falling. Having sin in your life, that's falling. And recovering from that, that's falling. So before you judge someone, take a look at your actual life yourself and see, because if there's any area of your life where you've fallen short, where you've sinned and you've messed up, and if that was the criteria for you being a good person and that fails, you shouldn't be judging anybody's life. You shouldn't be telling anybody's business. You have no reason to be out there passing any kind of judgment, period. You should probably keep that stuff to yourself. Because it makes no sense to judge someone based on the sins that they've committed as if you've never done wrong. And the reason why I say that is because what Yahushua does, or Jesus does, is when they caught the woman in adultery, they were gonna stone her. And when they told him, they said, this woman was caught in adultery. She needs to be put to death. Jesus never said that they were wrong for it. He said, let him that is without sin cast the first stone. In other words, you're passing judgment on somebody as if you don't have sin in your life. He didn't say if you've committed worse sins or you committed a sin that was less than what she did. He said, let him that is without sin, meaning if you got a clean slate, period, from the time you was born up until right now, if your slate is clean, stone her. So in other words, my thing is, if your life is not clean since birth up until now, stop passing judgment on people. This is James Burson with another video for POC, POC, Point of Conversation. Over and out. Shalom, everybody.